Scotties, a very, very good evening to you. It's me, Scotty McClue, and we are, of course, live on the big one, TikTok Live. That's the one for you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I say, follow me as soon as you come on. That would be amazing. Let everybody know that we're live, of course. Very, very important. And welcome to this evening's pop up fantastic stuff, Wednesday, the 13th of April 2022. Why do I tell you the year? Because this is what happens. The time flies. DJ Reggae, please can we have updates on Stanley and Megan? Now, Stanley and Megan are both pheasants. Megan is the lady pheasant, so she's lighter in colour, and Stanley's the male. And he didn't really want his photo taken, but you'll see them on the TikTok videos, and we'll get some updates as soon as we can, DJ. Fantastic. Lovely to have you with us, and a very, very warm welcome, I say. Hello, Scotty. Hello, Paul. How good to have you with us. And DINKY-DOO. Now, lots and lots of chat going on tonight. I can just see it all taking place. Tremendous. DINKY-DOO, says the wonderful Kareem. And glad to see you at 10 p.m. Didn't like the 8 p.m., Scotty. I'm just winding down now, ready to listen. Well, let's see how it goes. This is all a massive social media experiment. And we're live on TikTok. And we're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook Live. We're live on LinkedIn Live. And we're live on Twitch at Scotty_McClue. So there we have it. What was for the tea tonight, Scotty? Sheriff Sheridan. Tonight was absolutely outstanding. A little bit of roast beef and some boiled eggs and some coleslaw and cheese. So very, very nice, I say. Just what was required. What we call a Scottish high tea. Do you remember Scottish high tea? Who's sending me lovely, lovely things here? DINKY-DOO, Paul. Very good to have you with us. Paul Guinness, excellent stuff. Hello, Scotty. How are you? Kareem, we're wonderful and thoroughly enjoyed your call this morning on the morning show. DINKY-DOO. That's what I say to you. Greetings, Sir Scotty. And to you, the wonderful Neil O'Gormley. Lovely chat, Neil. Excellent. We'll open the phones soon and we can get chatting. I thought tonight we'd touch on a subject we touched on this morning. Should we bring back transportation for baddies? Now, a lot of you watching might never have heard of transportation because I know we've got a lot of younger viewers. But transportation was when you used to send people out to the British colonies, to the far-flung regions of the British Empire as a punishment. And Australia took the hit with a lot of criminals. A lot of people that weren't really criminals. I mean, you could be transported for stealing 5 shillings worth of washing, from that point of view. So a lot of poor wee souls, but at least the deterrent is there. And I think if you've got a baddie, get them out the UK pronto. You tell us what you think on that one. Fantastic. DINKY-DOO, Scotty, happy Easter. Lovely to have you with us, Kishin. Have an amazing day. I thank you. Now, when people say have an amazing day at 10 o'clock at night, usually they're down under in Australia. Fantastic. Hello, Susan. DINKY-DOO, Susan. Lovely to have you with us. Oh, Scotty just joined. Kirsty Martin. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to have you with us, and a massive DINKY-DOO, I say to you. Now, Nicholas, can we stop coming out with extremist stuff? We don't go in for it. Prisoners of Her Majesty, the POMs sent to Australia. Absolutely, Jimmy, good man. Joe, DINKY-DOO, how are you? Follow me as soon as you come on, guys, to the TikTok. Get following, big style. And if you're watching on YouTube, please get subscribing, big style. There's a new name for the YouTube channel, Scotty McClue, Voice of the World, Talk Radio. There we are, and I can defend that title. OMG, are you Scottish? OMG, Sharon, I am. Love your energy, DINKY-DOO. Thank you, Paul. DINKY-DOO, Scotty, Lala. Beachy, Lala. How lovely to have you with us, and a massive DINKY-DOO to you. This, the real guy, used to listen to him on radio 20 plus years ago. Leo, you're 100% correct. I am indeed the man himself. I'm from Kilbokie. Sharon, There's nothing wrong with coming from Kalbuki near Sneki. There we are. Fantastic stuff. I'm freezing, says Karim. Aliens are real, says Derek and Clive. Any proof, Derek and Clive? There we are. Hello from Derek and Clive. Wits, says Kirsty Martin. Yeah, one or two half wits as well, Kirsty. Now, what do we got? Scotty, wow, Scotty, I was sending my brother a WhatsApp message and said transportation on cue as you spoke those very words. Yes, get them out the UK. No baddies here. Can you wish Lucy Wilson a good night from the Isle of Mull? Of course I can, Cameron. Absolutely. Dinky-Doo to Lucy from the Isle of Mull. Are you from Tobermory? Are you from Salon or Dervig? Or are you from, where else? Are you from Loch Screeden? Dinky-Doo, I say to every single one of you, fantastic. Are you from Loch Bowie? Yes, that's what it's about. Fantastic. Can fit like a day. Are you good? Oh, we're good. Absolutely. Follow us as soon as you can. Tobermory. And thank you very much. Oh, Cameron. We love Tobermory. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. I have an idea I might know who Lucy actually is. There we go. I may have known her grandfather. Follow us as soon as you can. Dinky-Doo Macduff. And there's from Caerphilly. Is that not fantastic? Everybody's on here. Follow me, guys, as soon as you come on to the TikTok. Get following, because this is massive. And it won't be going away anytime soon. Everybody is loving Scottie McClue's lives on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook Live, on LinkedIn Live as well. It's going down very, very well tonight. I can tell you. Right, what's happening on the chat here? What if they sent us their baddies? No, Chris, this is a proper deal that we do with a country. We say, look, you're a bit short of money. We want rid of our crims, so we just send them in a boat to them and do a proper deal. Back in the Scott FM days, Mark, absolutely, you're 100%. Good evening, Scotty, the wonderful Murray O'Donnell, who hasn't been terribly well recently. Can we send him strength? I say to Murray O'Donnell, you are awesome, says Kirsty Martin. Kirsty, you are awesome. And you've been very, very kind to me, and you sent me pennies by tapping the dollar at the bottom of the super chat the other night. I thought that was lovely of you, and thank you. An alien abducted me in 1999, took me out of my bedroom, and it looked like a humanoid grey thin insect. So there you are, Derek and Clive. I don't think I've ever heard so much nonsense in all my life. There we are. Murray is looking a wee bit sad tonight. Murray, please. Oh, and again, thank you, Murray, for your kindness and your generosity and your thoughtfulness and your support and your great chat. That's what it's all about. One more minute, guys. We'll open the phone lines. Tad, good evening, Scotty. Good evening, Tad. How lovely to have you with us. Dinky-Doo. Now, who have we got here? Aliens are real. Pretty ignorant to think we're the only species in the universe. I don't think we're the only species. I think there's several species watching this right now. Hi, TikTok can be, but I'm popping in to say hello. I hope you're having an amazing day. Ryan, our TikTok is outstandingly superb. Murray O'Donnell has just sent me £4.50. I think you've sent me £5, Murray O'Donnell, and somebody's taking a wee commission there. Thank you so much, Murray. There's no need for that. Scottie McClue is 100% free at the point of consumption. There you are, consumption no be done. But the point of consumption, we're 100% free. But if somebody's feeling a wee bit generous and has got a spare pound or a fiver or £500,000, feel free to tap the dollar bill and pop it in, because I'll tell you why. I can then promote the channel. It gives me just that wee bit of leeway. I know how tough everything is, so I would never, ever, ever ask for a penny. I've always accepted applause or derision on my merits. And boy, have I had some applause on my merits, so I can't complain. 10 p.m. till 12 or 1, tackle the drunken numpties. I'll talk to you, says Kirsty. What? It's time to open the lines. What are we doing? We're so busy chatting, we haven't opened the phone lines. Right. Phone lines are open if anybody wants to come on for a wee blether with Scottie McClue. The number is across the bottom of the screen. You'll not see it on TikTok because you're here courtesy. Opinion on Ireland. Ireland, I adore every blade of green grass. Every blade of it. That's what it's all about. Now, hold on. Let's just see what's happening here. Yep, we should be in business, guys. Oh! Hello, you're live on Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
DINKY-DOO, Scotty. It's
Oh,
How we do?
DINKY-DOO, Kareem, you magician that you are. That's fantastic. How lovely to hear you.
How are we? I can't see you on TikTok there, Scotty.
You didn't see me on TikTok?
No, I haven't seen you. Have you came on TikTok? I did check.
Yes. Well, no, we're on TikTok at Scottie McClue. Guys, can you let me know if you can see me on TikTok, please?
Right, okay. That's fine. Anyway, Scotty.
Here's a guy asking if I like haggis on toast. There's Cian saying hello. And Scotty Lad, can you give us the weather for the morn? Beachy, yes, in a wee bit, but we're talking to Kareem.
What I've done, Scotty, on one of your Facebook pages, I have sent a video in, and it's me on my bed with the dogs, with you on the big screen on the background.
Oh, wow, Kareem, thank you. Can I use that?
Yes, absolutely.
I'll say a gentleman at ease watching quality TV.
Absolutely, yes, that's it.
Fantastic.
The dogs are enjoying it too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, it's just something different, Kareem. That's what I feel about it. And I was thinking today, I got a wee note, somebody saying, about discussing war and all these things, the companies are getting, and I thought we don't need to discuss any of that.
Yes.
Because we are the people's channel. We didn't start the war. We can't do anything about it.
Well, as you know, Scotty, with people writing and obviously phoning in as well, the topics, although at times we have a main topic, people come in and phone and talk to you about absolutely anything.
That's the way I think it should absolutely be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kirsty's asking, how do I do it, she says.
All right, okay.
So there we are. The voice of reason, says Tad. Well, no, we're not. There is another guy who's calling himself the voice of reason. So we're the voice of the world radio talk show.
With reason.
With reason. With lots of reasons.
Well, Scotty, just for the people that missed the show this morning, and hopefully will catch up watching it on YouTube or any of the TikTok videos, we discussed earlier on about the military service.
Yes, bringing back national service. Germany just got rid of theirs in 2007. And apparently you were 18 and, you could go into the Army, the Navy, or the Air Force.
They used to do that in this country, didn't they?
Oh, very much so. I mean, I think up until, was it 1962 they stopped it?
Right, okay. All right, okay.
And there were films like Get Some In, about doing your national service. Because obviously, if you're not wanting to be a soldier, it takes a bit to train somebody.
Well, I think it'd be a good way to teach a lot of these young people that are struggling within society, that are not going to get anywhere in society, and that are going to fall away through the loophole.
Well, it would give them an alternative. You see, things used to be split, and in Glasgow, as the great Billy Connolly said, in the summer, the schools opened their gates and the shipyards opened theirs, and everybody just filed in to a job building ships on Clydeside. Now, we don't have these sort of facilities, and once you'd gone in there, you would have been apprenticed. So you would have been an apprentice riveter, an apprentice plater, an apprentice welder. You know, that sort of stuff. Maybe an apprentice crane operator. All these amazing things that you could actually do all your life until Margaret Thatcher shut down all the shipyards.
Could I ask then, and I know it's going slightly off topic, but what you've just said there, if we do become independent, and we've spoke before about opening new docks, because I mean, Scotland is a gateway to the world.
Yes.
Could that not be an industry that would open up again and giving a lot of these people, here's a job, here's good pay, away you go?
Well, apprenticeships, because it's showing young people what to do. It's giving them a trade. And there were great organizations, the city and guilds, the technical colleges, you know, diplomas, certificates, points. You know, Scottish Vocational Education Council, you know? I mean, I have a certificate in desktop publishing.
Right, okay. I just think that's an area, if Margaret Thatcher, which closed a lot of that industry down, these factories, because there wasn't much, I think if we're going to expand as a country, then I think that would need to be something that would open up and give a lot of people opportunity.
Oh, listen, Scotland on its own. I mean, Scotland has a ball and chain round it called Westminster.
Yes.
You know, now I'm not necessarily advocating that the present political setup would be the one to take Scotland independent. We don't know. You know, we have to see that, but the possibilities are there.
Yeah.
And remember, Scotland's always been an independent country until 313 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, so it's always been independent, trading with Europe.
Oh, I think, Scotty, sorry, I've just put you on mute here in the background. I've lost my train of thought there.
Thank you.
No, with the referendum, I think, I completely agree. But I get quite upset, and I've said this many times before. People get upset with me for saying this, but I've been putting this a lot in the social media, that people are complaining just now about the Conservative Party, and we don't need to go into detail about it, but lie after lie, corruption, all these things.
Oh, yes.
I just step back and say, well, you voted to be part of this.
That's what they did. They've only themselves to blame at the moment. I don't think they realized how bad it was going to get once they got into power. But, you know, but they had plenty of opportunity. I mean, before that election, you know, we had, what was it called? The one that was, austerity.
Yes.
That was what the name was, you know, so that the wealthy people could clean up and take our money off us. Old ladies were selling their gold to pay their electricity, selling their wedding rings.
Would have learned lessons. Now, I was just a wee boy, and I wouldn't know, but I'm sure you would know, Scotty. No disrespect in that time, the age, but the poll tax, obviously, that was not very popular within Scotland.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah, and these kind of things, how we've been treated, let's say from, or even before the poll tax, when the mines were all closing, you think people would sit back and think, well, do you know what, we're not being treated properly here, we've been taken for mugs.
Yeah, but we're not going to be treated properly in Scotland by the Conservatives, because hardly anybody votes for them.
Yeah, but they still voted to be part of a Tory Britain. You know, on the build-up to that at 2014, they voted for Tory austerity, Tory policies, and a Tory Prime Minister. So that's the way I view it. People have voted for this, and what's about to hit us, Scotty, at the end of the month, next month?
Well, looking at it, I can remember the old Tories, and they were patrician-like. They were patrician-like. They didn't have this level of greed. They were all very successful business people, and they didn't have this sort of level of greed that we're seeing now. And I think probably we could be right in saying that the Conservative Party has probably been hijacked by the present group. You know what I mean?
Yes,
because they could see potential in enriching themselves and couldn't actually give two about the people. That's what seems to be happening. But it remains to be seen, Kareem. And listen,
Yes.
I'm going to have to dash, but lovely talking to you.
Listen, apologies for coming off a little bit of topic there, but I'll speak tomorrow.
No apologies necessary. You're a quality call and dinky-doo, sir.
DINKY-DOO. Bye-bye, Scotty.
Bye-bye. That's our Kareem. Marvellous chat. Now, what have we got here? Kareem, I've heard what a lot of rubbish. Listen, Derek and Clive, you don't slag other people off on here. It's not what we do. Robots working carefully. Good evening from a very busy Bowmore in Isla. Voice of the World Radio on YouTube. Richard, lovely to have you with us. Hang on. You're live with Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Evening, Scotty. It's Glenn.
Ah, Glenla. How are you tonight?
I'm not so bad, thanks. Just relaxing with my daughter and my partner.
Oh, your wee baby daughter. How's she doing, Glenn?
Yeah, she's doing well so far, Scotty.
Born at 2 o'clock in the morning on the 1st of January.
Brilliant, Scotty.
Was that right? Am I right?
You're spot on, Scotty.
Ah.
2 minutes past 2 on the first anyway.
How's that for a New Year gift?
Scotty, I'll let you off for a couple of minutes. Scotty.
Yes, la.
I'll let you off for a couple of minutes anyway. A couple of minutes either way.
2 minutes. No, what's that between friends like you and I?
Yeah, exactly. Things anyway, Scotty.
Fantastic. I just can't believe the reaction to this show. It's huge.
Yeah. Are you doing it every night then?
Well, no, I mean, we're just trying it out as a social experiment. We're doing a show in the morning and I pop up random, sometimes 8:30, sometimes 9, sometimes 10.
Oh, yeah.
And people are now setting their notifications because they don't want to miss a moment of McClue. And you should never miss a moment of McClue or you miss a moment of life.
I mean, even if you're busy in there, you can just watch it on catch-up kind of
You
thing.
can watch it on catch-up because I'll upload it I'll get the first 10 minutes on TikTok and I'll upload it onto YouTube.
Scotty, you'll need this catch-up on demand for these TV programs when you've got Scotty McClue on YouTube.
Well, I think we're just changing the market and I've got a bit of news that I'll share with you. Keep it under your hat. And that, remember, you know what we've been negotiating about radio?
Yeah.
And everybody's been going, big man, get yourself on the radio again. Now, I can't get myself on the radio simply because it's up to a switched on programmer or radio boss, big radio boss to say, I want Scotty McClue on my station.
Is that why it's not happening then?
Well, no. Who said it's not happening?
No, I mean, obviously you're in negotiations then.
Absolutely, and it's just to let you know that I suspect, and I'm giving nothing away here, and I'm not talking out of turn, I suspect we'll be back on the radio quite soon.
This year?
Yep. It might only be a night or a couple of nights, Glenn, but you know what I mean? Rome wasn't built in a day.
Your fans are crying out for you to be back on radio, Scotty, aren't we?
Yeah, and I'm going to ask the big boss if we can also do what we're doing now, and we'll change the number on that night to the station number.
Scotty, do you see this as a platform for going back on radio then?
Yes. No, I'm telling you, we're going back on radio, all being well.
Scotty, what I'm saying is, do you see, when you've been doing all these broadcasts on YouTube, and TikTok, do you see it as a platform for when you actually go back live on radio then?
Yes, I do, because people are people, and nowadays everybody listens on different platforms. So they listen on the internet. Yes, so that's one. So on the internet, Scotty McClue is available on Twitch, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook Live, and on TikTok.
Yeah.
Right? So that's for our starters. Now, I mean, we might go on a lot more. Now, if we join up with some big radio station, we'll also be available on their internet. If it's an FM station, we'll go out on FM. If it's an AM station, we'll go out on AM. If it's a big digital station, we'll go out on digital.
You'll still be on, it'll be broadcast through anybody's internet from wherever, won't it?
Yes, yes. So we can't really go wrong with it, and it's up to the people to go for it.
That's the advantage what you've got compared to when you was first on radio in 90s, isn't it, really, Scott?
Oh, yeah, listen, when I started radio, the internet was, invented around the 60s, really. It was just joining up computers, but it couldn't do any of the things it does now because it didn't have the speeds. And I can remember a professional saying, voice over internet protocol, VoIP, will never take off. Because it's too disjointed, dial up, all that stuff. Now look at it. You and I are talking live.
Can you imagine, though, if you'd have had that going on, that communication in 90s, though, with radio stations you did in 90s, if they'd have been on internet in 90s?
Oh, for goodness sake, we would have been all over the world.
What it would have been like.
Yeah, we'd have been all over the world. And we wouldn't have had to do all that networking, because they would all have been able to tie up anyway.
You know, when you had to commute back and forth, like when you said about travelling from Sheffield back to Scotland within hours.
Yes.
Did you enjoy doing that?
Well, I mean, does anybody actually enjoy commuting? The only thing I was doing was driving very often through the night, so the traffic wasn't the same. So you could get the motorway virtually to yourself, whereas during the day, it was an absolute bind.
So that 3 or 4 days of living in Sheffield, that Scotty, weren't it? You were working on radio.
Yeah. Well, Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night.
Yeah.
Friday night off, Saturday night on Radio Clyde, the Clyde Cayley, Sunday morning on Radio 4th from Edinburgh, and Sunday night back to Sheffield.
But whereas now you can broadcast from your own car,
Well, no, you can just have one base and off you go.
Regarding internet connections, I mean, Scotty, you can do it from your own internet car,
Well, you can do it from anywhere. Do you know what I mean? It's fantastic.
When you do go back on radio, though, Scotty.
Yeah.
Will that be within Scotland then, or?
Who knows? I mean, I'm talking to some pretty big players. So, there could be anywhere.
It could be anywhere.
It could be anywhere. There could be across Yorkshire. There could be across the northwest of England. You know what I mean?
Where would you prefer those, Scotty?
Oh, well, you see, I don't have a preference in a strange way, because every audience I've worked with, I love them.
Yeah.
I mean, I obviously get a bit irritated with the real numpty heads, but you're going to get that anyway.
Definitely. Scotty, that attracted people, didn't it?
Well, I think sometimes it does, because people love seeing them sent down the Swanee.
I loved all that, Scotty. You know I do.
You know, all that nonsense, Glenn. Anyway, my dear man, I'm going to have to dash, but I thank you.
Scotty, do you think that'll come back then, that controversy then?
Oh, yes, of course it will. We'll just have to choose different subjects.
I'll watch this space anyway, Scotty, you know I will.
Hey, and I'll watch the space for you as well, Glenn, and all the best, la.
Nice one, love you, Scotty.
Dinky-Doo, la. Dinky-Doo, what a top man. That's our Glenn. Oh my goodness, we're busy tonight. What is happening? You're live in Scottish Phone In. Who's that? Hello?
Hello, Scotty. It's Richard.
Oh, Richard from Northern Ireland. How lovely to have you with us, sir.
Great, Scotty. Good to talk to you on this fine Wednesday evening.
Oh, my goodness, Richard. I can't believe the reaction we've had tonight.
It's been fantastic, Scotty. I was on TikTok there for a while watching, so it has been fantastic. So I thought I'd phone up and just ask, is this the voice of the world radio?
This is the voice of the world radio. It's the talk show, and it's 10 p.m. And well, it's not now. It's 10:29.
It is, Scotty. So I've sent you a DM on Twitter to get you into the group.
Brilliant. That would be fabulous, Richard. Thank you for that.
Now, and I'm going to give everybody, this is the tip of the day, Scotty.
Go on, Richard.
If you're stuck with a blocked sink, and you don't have a plunger in the house, what I want you to do is take 3 tablespoonfuls of baking soda. Now, not baking powder, it must be baking soda.
Baking soda.
And 3 tablespoonfuls of white vinegar.
White vinegar and bicarbonate of soda, yes?
Bicarbonate of soda.
Yep.
And 3 spoonfuls of white vinegar and pour them down the drain. Now, what will happen is that will foam up. And if you pour boiling water down after that, your drains will be completely clear.
Oh, wow. What are you like?
So that is the tip of the day, Scotty.
You'll not be popular with the drain cleaning companies.
Oh, we don't want these. Things are tight, Scotty.
We've got to. Richard, do you remember you would be watching Ulster television?
Oh, I do, Scotty, of course.
And do you remember UTV, fantastic company? Now, do you remember when you used to have public information films?
I do, Scotty.
Yep, and you had things like, next time you check the car, check the bike.
Aye.
Yes, all that stuff. And I can remember one of them, it was an old Scots actor, and he used to say, leave plugs in, turn valves off, and he would put his umbrella up and go, you won't be caught out by bus pipes this winter, will you?
Scotty, I must tell you a story. Funny enough, a couple of months back, a young man that I was working with, and he parked his car, and I said to him, you've parked that car like Reginald Mole Husband. And he didn't have a clue who I was talking about. But that used to be one of the old information films.
Yes.
The guy that parked his car at the angle.
Yes, absolutely. They were all that. And do you not remember a wee boy in the back saying they're always arguing, you know, and it was the parents arguing in the car. And he said, don't argue in the car. I loved all that. Richard, do you know what's just happened? A lovely guy called Jimmy Devlin says, love listening to you, Scotty. I want your voice on my sat nav. And I suddenly thought, there's a thing I could be up to.
You could be, Scotty.
Scotty McClue and everyone's sat nav.
Scotty, that's a good idea.
Yes. And then we could even have a wee bit of humour. We could say, turn left. No, that's right, you half-wit. Left.
Well, Scotty, it's been lovely talking to you.
Richard, it's always a privilege.
I'll be speaking to you during the week.
I look forward to it.
Get that DM tag, get you into the group, and get those people over to the YouTube channel.
That would be wonderful, and thank you so much for your support, Richard. You're a gem.
All right, Scotty. We'll talk soon.
I look forward to it. DINKY-DOO, sir. What a top man. That's Richard from Northern Ireland there. Now, we've got Kirsty was asking about getting on the phone. The YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is Scotty McClue, right? Scotty McClue. Surprise, surprise. SCOTTIEMCCLUE. And it is Voice of the World Radio Talk Show. Voice of the World Radio Talk Show. A very humble choice. I think you'll all agree. Hello once again, the Daily Rob, DINKY-DOO. Derek and Clive, I'm not too impressed with your level of chat on here tonight. You're being very unpleasant and nasty to a lot of the lovely people that are watching. So there we are. Now, what do we got here? There's the wonderful Murray. This present Scottish government can't even complete 2 ferries on time or budget. Well, I don't think they were actually building them themselves, to be quite honest with you, because a lot of wonderful, wonderful ferries have come from Scottish shipyards. Sadly, Thatcher shut down the shipyards, Murray. And you know what I'm talking about. TB Seath at Rutherglen, Scots of Greenock, Lithgows of Port Glasgow, Fairfields, Connells, John Brown at Clydebank, J and G Thompson. Yes, indeed. What else have we got? A and J Ingalls at Point House. Denny's of Dumbarton. Now we are talking big style, Murray. There we are. What have we got here? Kirsty says, our Scotty, if we would be loaded if we had independence back in the 60s and 80s. 60s, 70s, and 80s. So there we are. Should Scotty McClue be on everyone's sat nav? Yes, we see you, Scotty. Thanks for that, Richard. Fantastic. Dinky-Doo. Cameron says, Dinky-Doo. Good day, Scotty. Dinky-Doo from Joel. Thank you, Joel. Bring back Dad's Army. Oh, outstanding. There we are. Can you shout out to Sean? He's my friend. We need them. Nicholas, a few ferries waiting to sail. I was born in Wales. I do not want independence. You were born in Wales. Do the Welsh not want a bit of independence? I don't know. So there we are. So, Derek, I'm going to take down some of your comments. They're not very nice. Here's Gordon. Hello again. You're pooping up all over the place these days. Absolutely, Gordon. Fantastic. And I did love the picture of you and the wee man at the park. What have we got here? I was watching a news reporter all the day, preview GB News, person of colour saying. Right, so we'll not go into anything about the war, guys. We paid the poll tax first before the English. Yes, we did, Kirsty. Absolutely, 100%. Vote no to independence. Why, Nicholas, would you do that, please? I'm desperately keen to see if anybody can put a case for the union. You know what I mean? And I mean, Scotty McClure used to be the biggest unionist ever. The Queen owns you. Well, of course, George. What is your problem? You know what I mean? Are you just stating the obvious? It's up in Northern England. They don't like the Tories either. We haven't voted for them in over 80 years. Well, Northern Cuppa, the Scots haven't voted for them, I think. Is it not 52 years? Or was it 1952? Can't remember when we last had the Tories in power in Scotland via the Scottish vote. Yes, still nippy. Absolutely, Kareem. It's quite nippy tonight. We just appreciate we are United Kingdom. Stop being horrid towards the English. Derek Clive, nobody's being horrid towards the English ever. I might dump you, Derek and Clive, because I'm not impressed with your chat tonight. Rome wasn't built in a day because Scotty McClue wasn't the gaffer. Now you're talking, Neil O'Gormley. Amazing, Scotty. Can't wait to hear you on the wireless. Well, beachy. That's very entre nous. Mum's the word. I can't obviously tell you the station, but the negotiations are going very, very well. And it is a biggie. So there we are. I can tell you that lot. Yeah, that'll be great. Thank you, Daily Rob. Fantastic stuff. Susan, the Canary Islands. I'm not good with flying. Are you going? Kareem, if you're not good with flying, find out why not, because I believe it's one of the safest modes of travel. Dinky-Doo, Scotty. Fantastic. What have we got here? In 1999, this is Derek and Clive, a wee bit of theory here. One particular alien communicated to me. It said that humans have not been enlightened, so we cannot raise our metal capacity. We're being stopped by the evil elite. Derek, what a lot of nonsense you talk. But it's quite entertaining when you come out with that kind of stuff. Nobody's holding us up at all. What have we got here? Derek's giving it Creatures Beyond. That's genius. Do you like that? I think it too soon for me to go away, Kareem. Susan, yes. Transmissions. What kind of metals? Absolutely, Derek and Clive. I think we should be told. What kind of metals are you talking about? He said that in 30 years the galaxy will align and we will increase our consciousness. 30 years from when? From tonight? So we can look forward to 2052, increasing our consciousness. Until then, we'll have to put up with increasing our consciousness, watching and listening to Scotty McClue. What's your problem? I hate those trolls. Daily Rob never hate anybody. Where's the box, Scotty? I don't have it handy, Lily, or I would give you all a wee tune on the box. Guys, can everybody on TikTok follow Scotty McClue? Can everybody on the YouTube channel subscribe to Scotty McClue? We had a huge listenership the other night. I came off, there wasn't one subscriber new. Now that's shocking. So there we are, DINKY-DOO. Yes, off to Blackpool. They ran the bid and awarded the contract. There we are, my one work for them. And the Lithgow family. The Lithgows were a lovely, lovely family, are a lovely, lovely family. I think Sir William is with us, Bill. No problem at all. But James and Gwen were very popular before my time, but I knew a lot of people who knew them. And the Lithgows did a terrific amount for Port Glasgow and for Greenock and for Scotland. A lot of things that you didn't hear of at the time. There we are, Sir James Lithgow and his lovely, lovely brother, Henry. I think I've got that right. Oh, what about the weather for the rest of the week, La? Yes, let me give you this. Good evening. Welcome to the weather. Now, of course, it's been a little bit chilly for the time of year, so keep well wrapped up. Very, very important. But good news on its way. There's apparently going to be a heat wave over the weekend. So lovely and warm for Easter. That's your weather. Good evening. Shall I be the weatherman? What about that, Mitchy? There we go. I met a couple of aliens once. They were called Derek and Clive. Maybe they were space cadets. Yes, they may well have been trainees. There we are. Get them all out cleaning the windows. Northern Cuppa says, us up in Northern England don't like the Tory liars either. We haven't voted for them in over 80 years. There we are, just making 40 pints of cider at the moment. J.D. Donnelly. I used to be a bit of a cider monster in my time, I have to say. Would you take Devo Max over independence? I think if Devo Max, by Devo Max, you mean total autonomy over our own economy. There's a mouthful for you. Total autonomy over our own economy. Because the Scottish economy had to be seriously devalued to facilitate economic union in 1707. Have a look at Queen Anne, guys. She was a remarkable woman, but she was a bit of a baddie when it came to Scotland and the Union, and she bribed the nobles. Yes, plus ça change. Hello, McClue. Hello, Gordon Sterling. You haven't spelt my name right, but nevertheless, good to have you with us back, Gordon. We had to ban you because you made a wee error of judgment a couple of years ago, but I am willing to forgive you if you don't make the same mistake again, because I think we lost a bit of the program because of it. Thanks for the insults, says Derek and Clive. Not at all. These are free. Not heard that one before. Take me to your leader. Yes, indeed, Neil. We want to meet Derek and Clive's leader. Kareem's so opinionated about something he doesn't have any knowledge of. Dave Deprave. Kareem is a very, very knowledgeable man. You must not assume that everybody has your lifestyle, Dave. And because you've got a tiny IQ, you know, you can't really judge people like Kareem. You can use cider to run the... Oh, don't put that out there, for goodness sake. The Larson of Paradise. No, the old Tories had inherited wealth. The new Tories have inherited wealth. Nothing changes. Right. Okay, Larson. No to independence. Any reason, Nicholas? It better be good. It's all downhill for the SNP. I honestly think voters want rid of Trident at Fifth Lane. Well, Sean, I mean, Trident is the big stick. Gordon Stirling says, I'm filming in Glasgow tomorrow. Excellent, Gordon. Are you in a movie or are you just doing it on your phone? Mum used to go to the Lithgows at Gleddoch House, Langbank. That's right. Before it was a hotel, that was Sir James's country house built, I think, in 1925. Now, who's this? What is going on here? What a racket. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Who's that?
It's Scotty McClue. Who's that?
Oh, Scotty, it's Christine.
Christine, dear, how lovely to hear you.
Oh, thank you. Scotty, you did pop up on the rapping music.
Yes, about the rapping. I think we should ban it, Christine.
Oh, surely not for the folk that enjoy that kind of...
Are you a rapper?
No, not at my age, no.
Oh, no, age has nothing to do with it, darling. I mean, McClue can manage a bit of a rap, but I feel it tends to be tuneless nonsense.
Well, if you can keep up with the beat of that music, you know, we'd be doing well.
Well, I do not rap as a rule because I don't think I am anybody's fool.
Oh, right. Now, a good question for you now.
Yes.
Caledonia, who would you have sing it?
Oh, I think Dougie MacLean.
Dougie MacLean?
Dougie MacLean.
What about Paolo Nutini? Paolo Nutini.
Yes, lovely, lovely, lovely singer. I mean, any of them, but Dougie MacLean's your man for Caledonia for me.
Right.
Yes.
I quite like it in the Italian accent as well.
Yes.
But I think it is Dougie.
Have you got a touch of Italian in you then, Christine?
Yes. Me? No. No.
But you just like the sort of Italian, you find it romantic.
Yes, I think that is what it is. I think they're very attractive.
Fantastic.
The older woman.
Oh, yes. You keep on going on about making yourself the older woman. I think you're probably a spring chicken.
Oh, right. That'll be right.
Are you enjoying the show, Christine?
Sorry?
Are you enjoying the show?
Yes, and I think you are the voice of the world.
Oh, the voice of the world, my darling. You're very kind.
Yes, and the voice of reason.
The voice of reason as well. Bless you.
Yes. Okay, Scotty, thanks for speaking.
Hey, a pleasure and lovely to hear you. Take care of your dear self and DINKY-DOO.
DINKY-DOO, Scotty. Thanks.
Bye-bye, darling. There we are. Fantastic. That's our Christine. Very good call, actually. Marvelous stuff, guys. Now, what do we got here? I think I just froze there. Have you sorted out your merch? Says Tom. Now, Tom, we were looking at the badges. Yes, that's the thing. Hang on here. Derek Clive says, it doesn't really bother me when people mock me. It means they are afraid. I wouldn't say we're afraid, Derek and Clive, and we're not actually mocking you. No. Who's this? Hello, you're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, Scotty man. It's Martin. How are you?
Martin Lala, how are you tonight?
How are you, Lala? I'm very, very well, Lala.
You're very well, Lala. So am I, Lala.
Yes, I've got the flyers out for my DJs, so I am waiting who's going to come in now. So
Good. Well, I hope you get a gig, Martin, and start doing it because it's all to do with experience and expertise.
Yes, this is the first phone call I've made during the night. You've come on the night times. Just realised you've actually come on night times as well, Scotty.
It's fantastic. I mean, tonight has just been amazing.
Is it, bud?
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. The response is huge. And remember, we're really just starting out, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I know, Scotty, I know. And has they been good today? And is there any updates in the UK? No, is it still the same in that?
On the UK?
No, is the Ukraine still the same? Is it still...
Oh, Ukraine, well, we're not talking about that because mainstream media covers that. And I want this show to be a bit different. You know what I mean? So we don't talk about the war. We don't talk about the pandemic. You know, that sort of thing.
I still watch and take I will still.
Oh yes, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it to bits.
The guy's not loaded any yet. So
right. Right. Well, I think if you've got 500 odd episodes, you're doing quite well. Beachy wants to ask you, Martin. It said, has he got the Crimbo tree dune? We can't hear a word you're saying.
Sorry, do you mean the Christmas tree?
The Christmas tree, yes. Have you got it down yet?
The Christmas tree's been down for months.
Oh, brilliant. Beachy. Martin says it's been down for months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fantastic. So that's pretty good. Martin, a joy to hear you, Lala. And we'll catch up soon.
Yes, Scotty, you will, mate. So nobody will.
And lots of love to you and DINKY-DOO.
DINKY-DOO. Love you, Scotty.
Love you lots, Lala. Night. There we are. That's our Martin. He's a great character. And up there for a good old chat. Right, what do we got here? Susan says, good night, Scotty and Kareem and Martin and Gary. Sleep well yourself, Susan, and every strength to you in the difficult times. I'm now having breakfast, 11 says, and dinner waiting for you. It's great. Kulalio, you're a top man. Now, what do we got here? We'll get rid of this guy, just a halfway. Hang on, folks. Just dumping a wee troll down the Swanee. A half-witted idiot called Yerdas or something. Idiot. Right, he's gone. Fantastic. Now then, who have we got here? Whoa, we had to get rid of that idiot. My goodness me, what a half-wit. There we are. Now, what do we got here? Flying Norseman keeps telling us we don't know him when we're very, very familiar with him. So very strange from that point of view. Now, Slay the Troll, Scotty, is off down the Swanee, that half-wit. So there we are. Fantastic. Now, who have we got here? This is wonderful. Scotty is world class. Absolutely Flying Norseman. Someone build a statue of Scotty McClue. I think that will happen. There we are. I'd pay £20 for a Scotty sat nav. We'll find a way to do this. Night Susan says the wonderful Kareem. Hi Kareem says Martin DINKY-DOO. Derek Clive says the strange thing is that the metal object is magnetic and also pulsates on very rare occasions. Well, any metal object can be magnetic. So there we have. Fantastic. Whoever has McClue has the market. Quite right. McClue crashes the phone network. Greetings from Wales. We should be banning. And he mentions the ferries that sacked the people. There we are. Hope you're in good health, Scotty. I haven't seen you in a while. Tom, lovely to have you with us. Just outstanding tonight. Beachy says, I'm off skate. I'll see you when I see you, Lala, hashtag Flotai, all uppercase, FLOTI, the first lord of the internet, DINKY-DOO. There we are. Have you all followed me on TikTok? We've got millions of people have watched Scotty McClue on TikTok, but not everybody has followed. We've only got 20,000 followers. Now, come on, folks. Let's get our act together. And also, we've only got 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. Can you get subscribing as if it was going out of fashion? So there we are. Lovely to hear from you, Tom and DINKY-DOO. Scotty, what do you think of the wind-up calls? Some of them are good, some less so. Scotty, you're an inspiration. Love you, Scotty. Great talking to you, DINKY-DOO. Scotty McClue is world class. I've visited Glen Shee, says user 716. Magical. McClue, Super Scotty McClue. I thank you very, very much. So there we are. Boris should resign. Has he broken the ministerial code? Well, we'll put that out to the nation. There we are. Hey, Scotty, Dinky-Doo. Had a down day today. My grandma's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Elizabeth, I'm so sorry to hear that, but there's a lot of things they can do now to slow down the development of it. The voice of World Radio at YouTube, Richard Dawkins, you're a top man. Where did you graduate? Glasgow University, the world's top university. What's your thoughts on the Great Reset? Well, J-Boy, this has been bandied about, but we don't actually know if there's any truth in it or not. Feeling helpless, not sure what to do at the moment. Know what you mean, Elizabeth, but let's find out what the full diagnosis is. That's the most important things. So there we have lots and lots, everybody chatting away there. I love it. I think his metal conspiracies has been easily led. Led. Very good. Excellent. Where did you graduate? Well, we've done that one. Scotty, let me buy your cap. TSM. Scotty McClue's caps are not for sale. You know, once I've popped my clogs, then people will make a fortune. The man who taught the birds to sing, Mr. McClue, how do you do? Kirby the Annihilator, what a privilege to have you with us, and Dinky-Doo. Guys, we've only got another couple of minutes. Thank you for my 4,000 likes. How good is that? Get tap, tap, tappity, tap. So there we are. So Elizabeth, please just hang fire a little bit, because that sort of news is a huge shock to the system. There we are. Now, what have we got here? Neil, glad I'm amusing you, says Derek and Clive. We're amusing us all, Derek and Clive, to an extent. You were a wee bit cheeky at the start, but I think you'll find your own level on here. So there we have it. I'm on the set of a new Batgirl movie, Scotty. Brilliant. I think I should play the Joker. You haven't heard the last of me, Batman. Oh, I think we have Joker, yes, absolutely. So there you are, fantastic. I've got an event on in Sheffield on 27 May called Real Detective Takes Viper by Storm. Azan, would love you to come. I'd love to come, but I can't attend everything. I get so many beautiful invitations to be at this, that, and the next thing. And if I could, but there is only one of me. Some people say that's a shame. Other people say that's pretty good. Stallion says, do you think wages and benefits are at the rate levels to keep up the cost of living? No, I do not, Stallion. I think that we have been sold a pup. That's what I think. Very quick call. You're live in Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, Scotty. It's Cal.
Callum, Dinky-Doo. Camera ha maha, Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo.
How are you getting on? How's things in Bar of the Night?
Pardon?
How's things in Barra tonight? Are they pretty good? Excellent, lovely to hear you. Callum, it's not a very good line, so I'll bid you aichi va maha. Lovely to hear you. There we are. Fantastic. That's him. That's our Callum. Wonderful. I bet you could take an educated guess, says Derek Black. Oh, yes. We can all take an educated guess. I'm going to have to dash TikTokers. I love you to bits. Good night. God bless. Dinky-Doo. And ta-ra. There's the wonderful Geodog. Good evening. So, Geodog. Fantastic. Good night. God bless, Laz. There we have it. That's our beautiful TikTokers have had to go. And to our lovely, lovely YouTubers, Facebookers, LinkedIners, and Twitchers. Try and join us for Scotty McClue's pop-up. Set your notifications live on the YouTube channel so that we can join you at any time and you can come and join us. This is Scotty McClue saying Dinky-Doo to every single one of you.